poses. Anyway, Stella and Say make me a bit jealous. They're totally gonna date. Or maybe they're just gonna be best friends, I don't know. But it seems like, Stella and Say, they're gonna like... Unless, I don't know if they already are, but it seems like they would just be, going out. Back. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. I'd say it helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is a broken arm. I've gone to burning buildings with a 2 cm deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. You're welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard. I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with, too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard? Is it a literal gorilla? Well, that's Buster. Pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in the demolition derby. We offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch with a metal bowl tied to his stump. literal peg leg. And yet he can still run faster than me. That's quite a feat, considering it would if people with peg legs would have problems actually moving, faster than usual. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A brandini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. A brandini for Stella. I can never look at Stella without thinking of, a rash from Fate Go. Stella! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1. Asian, she wants a big one as well, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, and another cover here. There you go. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Only a rich person would think that, I feel like. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. Hamburgers? That's, why am I blanking on her name? You know that girl from Phoenix Wright? Your sidekick that she shows, I want to say Mayu? No, that's not right. Maya. She's doing her Maya impression, getting some hamburgers, I guess. Anyways, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. Some ramen hamburgers. I know what you mean when you say some, You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. She eats a lot. Can I ask you two something? Sure. I guess. How do you two meet? Well, Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times. She started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. Blush. Love at first sight, anyway. So you two have known each other for most of your lives? I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason. You two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. Yeah, that's what I would say. An item? What kind of item? Is it a rare item? A legendary item? A couple, say. Oh, yeah, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Joe? Childhood friends. Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Rough? The kind to eat raw bronson roots every morning. Yeah, you said that before. Around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey, Jill. What's this bloom like? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it. 2 bloom lights for the girls. For the lovely ladies. Might as well make it brown. Or make it brown? No, it is brown. I was going to say make it big. Make it big. Not brown. It's already brown. It's already brown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each on the rock and. Man. Can I have another one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of these. 4 of these. 6 of these. Here. I don't know. I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the third one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's... Oh, give me the light. Oh, just fell asleep. Huh. I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that and that she must be still be tired. From the whole bank thing? She told me about everything that happened there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was held, and poor Say was still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among other people using the White Knights to further their own goals. Say was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. That's nice. Good karma and all that. Yes, very good karma. If she was in the Fallout game, you know, she would be maximum karma. Well, she earned the god's favor, I think. But you know, all that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Say wounded, asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? No. Well, sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows? Maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. I don't think it's bad, you know, it's like, you want to reciprocate, right? That's kind of like, you know, a fundamental thing in human relationships. Being able to reciprocate each other, I guess. I mean, why are you not girlfriends? Why are you just not married already? I don't understand. Anyway. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come say, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. I will be leaving now. Thank you. Please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. No, little steps, I guess. Hello? Oh, it's you. Ah, Kim, welcome. I was afraid I'd mix up directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Sunshine cloud. Sunshine cloud. For Kim. One cool. And on the rocks, and some chromatrin. Like so. Here. Thanks. So, how's work on the webpaper? Oh, I quit. Oh, okay. What? Yep, I went to the office of that shamanistic horse blower and told him I quit. Why'd you do that? I arrived early to my meeting and got some assignment. I spent hours doing only for the other bitches to come and ruin it. After that, I didn't have time left, so my supervisor scolded me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. It's not gonna look good in your resume, but oh well. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts. Even if you do what you want, you still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival of every morning. I even almost... know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free, eh? Some parallels, I guess. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I can still pursue journalism with an outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? Oh, they weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do, and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Big and bubbly. Bubbly? Give her beer, you know, ironically. Classic and vintage. Sure, why not? Just do a big old beer. The same one that Donovan always orders, ironically. Everything, all of the alcohols. All of the numbers of alcohols. Here. No, detergent commercials to be believed. This will clean up my insides. And also kill the things inside you. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for the journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. That's a really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Well, same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. I feel like it's a common thing that happens to a lot of people. Because that's exactly mine as well. That's literally my life up to this, but like similar to Kim as well. I just work at this job as well, and I just kind of quit. You know, not as dramatic though. I didn't like, you know, like go suddenly go to my supervisor and say I quit. You know, I didn't do that. I just simply, you know, quit normally. But anyway. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause, to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me, something. Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright, anything. Literally. Something. Something? Literally? I mean, does it matter, or... an extra bonus if I give her something that actually that she wants or something? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I remember giving her a piano woman last time, you know? Well, I'm gonna give her that, I guess. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 8, and next. Here. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Well, don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. I can do whatever I want, study whatever I want, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Yes, the education system. Well, I wish you best luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really need the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement, and more alcohol. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks, bye Joe. He's coming in, no? She's a lot, you know, less panicked than last time. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Well, let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Did you pray? You paid for her service. I was gonna say prayed? No, paid. Paid for her services. How much did it cost? I don't know. Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. Ew. You calm down a bit, but honestly, I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs, many. You need some human or humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time, now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Okay. You have our prostitute friends. Or friends? No, friend. Prostitute friend. Sex worker friend. At our place now. Amazing. Jill wants to get in the holiday mood. Buying a May Christmas tree will prevent her from getting too distracted. Alright. Who was that Lilim? A very good friend. Did you guys, did you cuddle or did you wink wink quote unquote cuddle? I mean, considering her profession. But she's also our friend, so that's kind of weird. I don't know if she's anyway. Let's buy a tree. Buy a tree. Celebrate the bastardized commercial version of an already bastardized celebration. You read that already. Sure, why not? Well, that puts us in the red. Well, that's fine. I think we're gonna, get a paycheck. Which is weird. We don't. I mean, normally in real life, you don't get your paycheck every day, though. Usually, you have to wait for at least, depending on how you get paid, I guess. Either 2 weeks or a month, get a paycheck, I guess. At least in most jobs. So it's weird that we're just getting money, every day. But it's fine. We'll have $8,000, by tomorrow, most likely. Let's see. Let's look at augmented eye. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them a foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told Augmented Eye. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. So he decided not to steal all the city's funds. Good. Not all of it, some of it. Only some of it, that's how politicians are. They only steal a little bit of it. Or rather, well, anyway, I don't know. I shouldn't talk. I don't know how real life politics really work, to be honest. I have no idea. I'm not like a political scientist. So, I don't know how it works. Because I was gonna say a joke how actually politicians steal all your money, but how does that work? I don't know. Is Kira Miki the biggest pop idol in history? Idol basta. The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilim being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as a human because they're immortal and such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. It is nice. Being immortal, man. Wouldn't that be great? Most of the Kira Miki fan would disagree. I wish I was a robot. It's very convenient. Just be a robot. Who cares about this fleshy meat bag body? I just want to be a metallic robot. It's way better. No. Anti-Lilim people are insane. To me, Mickey knows more my life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city. Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Woof woof. Okay. Nacho, dog, don't tell. Is it, well, did we meet Nacho before? I don't remember. Maybe in the prologue. Lilim receiving messages. Only was back in I can't read. This is why I also want to be a robot. If I was a robot, I could just download some software to make me read things properly instead of messing up all the time. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilim across the city have been receiving strange transmissions, with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilim can't remember exactly what they had heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilim could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilim from doing so. Well, we have nothing but anecdotal proof. Even among our own Lilim, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. The Lilim being like hacked or something? Would that happen, you know? Someone just hacks all the limbs and now they have a robot army? Oh no. Spooky. Or a bluff. I don't know. And here. Dangerous opinions. Only pay one. Actually, no, did I read all this already? I think I did already, right? There's no. There are other posts on the threads or something? No, threads closed. And this one is like, you know, the new thing. Monster girl porn. No, okay, I didn't read this, okay. I thought I did, but I guess because I saw the name before, I thought I already read it, but no, I think I read the article about it. I didn't read the actual thread about it. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, and that fucking music. Is this the game of all go? I don't know, is it game of all time or game of the century? I don't know. Anyway, this is like a very good game, I guess. Don't know. Do you like the goat girl? Ha, pun. I'm going to marry a goat. It's a alright game. Yeah, 10 most. Good game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game it would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. There was there to discuss. Are we being raided by normies? Normies. Fuck off. You know? I remember when I played like Chaos Child, you know, my playthrough, I saw a bunch of like at-chan, you know, how they like simulate like 2chan and everything. But this one is more, you know, I feel like this one is more accurate, you know, to how like those kind of boards work, 2chan and 4chan, you know. Fun things are fun, I guess. I remember that meme. You're not allowed to have fun with video game. No fun allowed. You're not allowed to have fun, you must suffer. Which I think is a thing in the movie, I think. You know, how like, I think there's like this thing where it's kind of like, you reach like a utopia and everything is fun and amazing, but actually people got bored of that, so like, instead of looking for fun, they look for suffering or something like that. I think that's your comment about this thread. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Aren't you a nerd, Jill? Don't you have a subscription to Shining Fingered? You know, isn't that the one of the VR porn? I don't know. Maybe not. No, let's just save like so. And I mean, let's just go again. Go to work. Another day, another dollar. Yeah, Lenny. Hey. How are you feeling? None of them are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from a steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself, I'm still sad as hell, but how do I put it? The noise stuff. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. How were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that paper, I guess. Well, I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She started for a second saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. It's a big discount, I guess. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Joe, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? And if only all bosses were this nice. Well, thanks. I make the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. You know, I'm thinking about my boss. You know, when I was working at a job recently, it was like, I mean, they're on, like, you know, not bad. I wouldn't say I had a bad boss, but you know, it's like completely professional, right? It's like, you know, it's just another person, not someone that has like such a close relationship with you. I feel like, anyway. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. More work. More work. I guess this one. What does this one sound like? Re. I guess re as in like remix. I like this one. Like bossa nova. I mean, that's what I really want. I want bossa nova music. You know, especially in this kind of like type of game, you know. How to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Did I? Cool. Well, welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Big boss. Okay, I really do think I feel like this game is just it keep referencing Metal Gear Solid. Like this is Kazuhiro Miller and this is Snake. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Oh, it's Nacho. Big Nacho. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Ah, shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. How do I do a snake voice? Meryl. Metal Gear. I want to see the place my best soldier is working at. I can't really do a snake voice. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Hmm? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? Dana. No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Syrah thing? Part of it. I founded it. Humans have the best intentions. They just don't get us. I still can't. I'm trying to do like a snake, I can't though. It's very gravely and gruff. It's like, they're like, you know, I don't know. You gotta like choke your own throat to do his voice. So I decided to create. I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without place in this world. We create our own heaven on Earth. Outer heaven. Outer haven? Outer heaven? And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those sapphire bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. I'm just making a fool of myself trying to do a snake voice, but you know what? I've already committed it, so I'm gonna do it, even if it sounds bad. Sad thing is, I take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Manly stuff. Manly drink. Manly gut punch? That makes sense. Do I want to give alcohol to a dog? I'm gonna get some of it. Just a little bit, I guess. Here. Yes, this is what I wanted. Bleh, bleh. This tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Syrah afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I don't know, the snake voice like Metal Gear, Meryl. I just think, you know, when I think snake, I just think Meryl. The way he says Meryl. Liquid Raiden. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can Mouse really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. So in fact, we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool. Every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and spending all her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? Well, I guess she's donating a lot of money to this organization, maybe. Many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper? A box of balls or a box of balls or box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket, Boss is that kind of woman. This world is full of all sort of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles, nanomachines. War has changed. Oh, expect it from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works if somebody she's actually paying him with money. Jill is just in her own world, thinking about something. Right now, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Boxes. Oh yeah, well, because, you know, Snake, you know, he loves cardboard boxes, obviously. Sir, yes sir. The best stealth device, a cardboard box. Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Russian Strauss has to be taken to the vet because she ate a foil, a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, Boss is not the one to scam people, let alone a dog. Again, Jill's just talking to herself. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those Sephora bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Oh, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying for him anyways, by the way. Just want to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind of just not accept such a thing. With Nacho, he'll have something to do, and he'll be far away from the bar for a bit. Well, when you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Ah shit, I missed the chance to ask Howard if he even gets paid money. Oh, Betty. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba! For fuck's sakes, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Joe. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Dio want anything? Okay, roll. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ah, so cute. Even though he didn't pretty. You know, the dog probably didn't roll. He just says, "Sir, yes, sir." Like that's it. He's fine. Just a beer then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. To make it big for the heck of it? Sure, why not? She needs a big beer. I guess, as far as I know, it seems like they paid the same price anyway. So really, if we just make a drink big, then we're just doing, you know, kind of like a favor for them. It depends if they want big drinks, I guess. You know, it's like ordering like a meal at a restaurant, but then they give you a bigger portion than necessary, and then you just pay, you know, the same as them anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Depends if you want, you know, a bigger portion, I guess. Or if it's like too much, you know. Well, here, let's make a special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No, thanks. Last thing I need now is more crap taking space. So, everything's up at Dogtown. Well, that Laura girl is stirring up things again, or that Laura girl is stirring things up. For better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. Jill, literally a rabbit, or an overtly politically correct rabbit? Rabbit. Never had a pet rabbit. They're a nervous mess that gets started over those sorts of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't even speak properly. He pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wear everything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? Test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you're right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and it gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep at it, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Ah shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she? Aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing. Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two will make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like you're saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be played off with a more assertive person? Lilum, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally called you a pussy. He's right though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? But she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'll be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you when you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some kind of skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find that out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I bet her muttering something about me, her first lesbian. First lesbian, right? Which is weird because, again, most people we see in this bar are pretty gay, or at least, you know, swinging both ways. So it's kind of like straight people are the rarity, but actually, I don't know. It was weird. Okay, enough lore for a night. That. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. Bloom light and a fringe weaver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 8 rocks mix. Ooh. Alright. And a fringe weaver. This. And optional commentary, I guess. Over that. Or actually, who's you know, who's asking for what? I assume. No, I don't know. Actually, I don't remember. It might affect something if I give her like give him or her, you know, a lot of like commentary, you know, get them drunk, I don't know. And then next. Yeah. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were of course part of some big games company. Seems that the company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it's bloom light. Oh, that is true. There's a lot of bloom, I guess, in video games. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark. No, this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Oh, that's very... In more ways than one, I guess. Very specific. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest, we start all kinds of movements to see things change, and really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I found myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad, and not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit has greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do in the past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Sapphire Tour Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay for the dogs is enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. We get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another I had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Joe. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Tell me if someone comes. What a pair. You know, it's kind of like, you know, she's the wild type and he's the, you know, the doormat, I guess, but the one that keeps her in place, I guess. Didn't she say, I believe in the prologue, she even said that she might be interested, you know, in dating him too, but like, I don't know. Alright. Or maybe that was a reference to something else. But she is pretty much a raging lesbian, so I don't know. Anyway. Save. No dogs inside. Oop. Again, I wish there was like a, you know, just a random, or I can just like click random and it just chooses automatically the songs, all of the songs, because, you know, picking them, because every time I do want to change it, I don't want to have the same songs every time, but then, you know, picking them manually every time. It's not too bad, it's just, you gotta do it every time. Though then again, if it was just completely random, it would sometimes play Bass of Titans, which I don't like. But, okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla! Oh, hey there, Alma. Are you sad too? She seems down. Maybe something I can give it a cheer up. like classier drinks, but what she really likes, I don't know. What does she like? She loves a Brandtini. Was it a Brandtini? I remember someone liking a Brandtini. I think it was a Brandtini. I don't really remember though. Oh, let's give me this. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brandtini. So you do pay attention to what I asked for? Oh, there you go. I remember someone always wanted a Brandtini. And I believe she drinks a Brandtini and a Cowboy Velvet, right? Something like that. She always chooses the same drinks anyway. That one scene, where she actually chose different drinks. You have quite the fixation with Brandtinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate. Just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he'd look like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brandtini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. No. Ever since that day, he's called me Brandtini girl from time to time. Dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. Now why are you deflating? Deflating. When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Ah, silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. That's my job. Oh, don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Ah, perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. Oh, what? Yeah, the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well, that's what happens in abusive relationships, I guess. Aye, well. You reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke, can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. The last couple of days she left the kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car, she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. Of course, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all these escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit on me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much have raised Eva Bernardo, and they turn out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ree! Custom CG. Ah! Oh, damn. I don't know what to say. Well, there's nothing to say. I love my family, but I'm above all else. But Diana's seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter's a slut. I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know. Well, from what I can see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck, big boot. Now you see here is filled with love and dreams. And then when your family is busty as you, the worst offender is my dad actually. Big bust. And that reminds me of Fate Grand Order, you know, how you compare bust sizes? As it turns out, Emiya, you know, actually has the biggest bust because of his giant chest. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get big boobs genes was Eva. She insisted on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be a more hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. Oh yeah. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Joe? Not good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her. Somehow. Actually, what worries me is what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and end up neglecting them because of all that? Just don't have kids. Easy. If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about this is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey, am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. But now the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. What? Cold and with alcohol. I guess, just look at the beginning. It has alcohol, but it's cold as well. On the rocks? There's a bloom light. That works. I don't know if she likes spicy promo banana. Promo drinks in particular just taste bad. So what about something else? On the rocks. Yeah, on the rocks. This one's up, Rise? Bullet customer. I mean, this is what she normally orders. This one as well. I think. I'll just give her that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also make it big. Why not? She just finished venting at us. She should be rewarded with a big drink. You know? Here you go. Thanks, I need to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Oh, don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems, I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You wanna come? Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. You guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? What's interesting about Christmas? I guess it's because it's kind of reference to like how in Japan, a traditional thing to eat in Christmas time is some fried chicken. I don't know, can she afford real chicken? I think it was an article, that said like real chicken is very expensive. I think it's more like she's buying maybe fried pigeon, fried pigeon. Oh, favorite part, I guess I like the legs the most. The drumstick? Really? I like the breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss, you're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Chicken wings? Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? I'm not spicy chicken. You know, Spicy Chicken, the shop 2 blocks from there? No. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? You know, you got me there. Well, because, not as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? Now, you might need to heat it up, but it'll be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here on Sunday at 8 p.m. Oh, thanks. Anyway, I'll be back in my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order, and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Joe, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky of guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. Well, that's no good. You like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercing, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscles always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And if you're still single, that's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turn out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Well, the best thing to drink, I guess, is milk. If you eat something spicy. Though me personally, well, for one, I'm really bad at spicy stuff, but also I'm lactose intolerant, you know, so I can't drink milk if I end up eating something spicy. So it's a lose-lose situation for me. I could also just give her a non-spiciness. So, I'm gonna get over the spiciness for wings. Probably something bland, you know? Sour. Probably something of alcohol, too. Maybe something sobering? Bubbly, classic, bland. Frothy water. I mean, that works. Some frothy water. There's no alcohol in it, though. In which case, I should probably give something like beer, maybe. Bubbly, classic, vintage. Let's give some beer. Why not? Might as well give a big one. Let's give everyone a big beer. Here you go. Damn. No more spice, but I have other problems now. Oh, did I give the wrong one? Oh. I don't know. What would you give to, like... I don't know, whatever. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? Yeah. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. It's pretty straight as far as I know. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Ah shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up with that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with that bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you, she's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light colored hair. What about blondes? You like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and good apartment, I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last few days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you heard my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you, sit here, come in, come on. Oh, okay, suddenly, we switch perspective. It really is, I feel like, yeah, we're not really... Because, you know, you always see this UI and everything. We assume we're just seeing things from Jill's eyes, but maybe this is just like a screen, in itself, like a camera. What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. It even has its own animation. I see. Okay then, I move this here, click here, whoa. Alice Rabbit, whoa. Got hacked. Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty, mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Wow, that's taking way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort but managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. Same. And of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. Why is this? I feel like Jill is just written to be as relatable as possible with like literally everyone that plays this game. That's exactly what happened to me. High school was not that hard. Even like PE, even gym. You don't need, at least in my school anyway. You didn't need to be like an athlete or anything. You just need to like follow instructions. What a gym teacher tells you to do, you just do it, right? So it's not that hard to get a good grade or anything. I guess it depends on the teacher, I guess. But yeah, but then college came, and then college is a lot harder, obviously. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail at anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. I didn't meet a student teacher, though. That's not my story. I didn't meet no Lenars. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time, I found out she liked me too. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... Oh, you want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. And there is no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar Rush then. Can't mess that up. Right. Okay. Interesting. Who's playing as Alma. Perspective twist. Or perspective swap, rather. Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. I get put here. I put over here and that. And then and just all of the alcohol, right? More alcohol. Infinite alcohol. Yes. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body you make a better bartender than me. And you're selling yourself too short. You're cute, You don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar then. Cat bar. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Hear public speaking? You ever did it before? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like the whole years of my life I slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I had enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. By that point, I stopped, and I realized I needed a breather or something. I didn't even like that career. It was all terrifying as hell. She mentions career. What she mention? Like what kind of career? Did she say that specifically? I don't know. Maybe it's just, general vague career. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panic mess. I don't remember. Did she? I don't know. Maybe she mentioned it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't pay attention enough. Anyway. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenora was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then, but I was just scared. That would be my job, and I spent my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of the house and broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Well, I guess that's her entire backstory right there. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. Oh, I have, but it's not just because of that. The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabriel, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Yeah, this is what I would imagine Alma would like react. We already know that as a player, but you know. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at that Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost a sister, pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I love as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. Such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Yeah, I'm right up. Big beer. Big beer? What makes a beer big in this thing? Well, we know as a player. Gotta make it big. Wee, wah, mama. Oh, accidentally dragged this one. I wonder if you can make a triple. I don't think you can, because I think there's a limit. Right? I don't think you can make like a triple big beer, as far as I know. Because if you go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you can't put more stuff, right? It's full. You can't make it triple big. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh, BTC-issued liver implant. Amazing. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress was my default state. But just like you're behaving right now. Oh, shut up. I was worse. I can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. Amazing. The gap between, sports and video games is quite big. Because I definitely do not like sports. And people who like sports probably don't like video games all that much. Well, again, there's like sports video games. I guess people who play sports video games, I don't know. I guess that counts, maybe. John Madden. Of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenora would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now... in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. No? Back when I was thinking about what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating, I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Interesting. Are you okay? Some value, okay, yeah? It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Smile. Thank me? I guess I just need someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, I'm not the one that was spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client. But I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Are you gonna die soon? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'm never able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know. I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. Whoop. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fine while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems, I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? You know, they know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenara's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. But don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. Oh, that Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear that? All of that? Well, not all of it, but a good chunk, at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Ah, fucking idiots, the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dane, I won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Oh, man. I guess she just wants very, very spicy chicken. Boss? You get her spicy chicken, though. Flawless service. Cherished titty hacker. She's a good friend. I mean, yay, titty hacker. Alright. Your account was charged $8,000 paid for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Alright, we did it. We paid our bills. Jill's power didn't get cut. That gives her peace of mind. Now she'll focus at work with no problem. Good. So I wonder, is there anything else we need to pay later? I'm not sure. No.